It's huge. I think it gets everyone kind of settled into the game, gives everybody a little confidence to, go out and attack and maybe not feel out the process of the game as much. And, I thought we did a really good job all night, kind of staying on our toes and playing the right way. So, it just kind of, it sent the right message throughout the locker room early.
Obviously led to a big game for yourself as well. Just kind of take me through what your game was feeling like. You were feeling good out there the other night. How important is it to carry that performance into tomorrow night?
It's huge. I think, we're going to need contributions from everybody in different moments. And, game 2 is my time. And just playing the right way and get chances and be able to finish them when you get the look. And obviously some guys made great plays with me. But, no, I think it's just when you get your opportunities to score, you got to capitalize on them. And, tomorrow could be a completely different story for someone else. And we got other guys in here that are ready to step up and make it their night,
What level of play are you expecting from Milwaukee tomorrow, knowing their backs are kind of up against the wall right now?
Yeah, got to expect it's going to be physical. I got to imagine that first period they're going to be looking to kind of bully us and kind of like they've tried to in the last 2 games. I think, we go out there and we continue to forecheck hard, play our game, not overcomplicate things and be emotional, but not kind of dive into that after the play stuff, the little fighting, the things like that. Like, just play between the whistles, keep it in front of us, and not get frustrated when they do probably have a push.
How do you guys keep your edge up 2-0 and not let off the gas?
You know what? I think it's just that process. Like, it's being simple with the puck. It's continuing to forecheck and be frustrating in the sense that, like, these guys just don't go away. Like, we're always on top of them. We give them no space. I don't think it necessarily means you need to be blowing guys up with hits. It's just anytime they touch a puck, somebody's on top of them, stick on puck, forcing them to turn it over, make a bad play. And we've done a good job of that so far in the series. So I think tomorrow night, same thing. Just continue to be, very heavy in that sense with good sticks and good positioning.
How proud are you of the habits that you guys have displayed, not only this series, but throughout the first 4 games of the playoffs?
It's been awesome. I think, like I said the other night, like every guy is buying into it, and it's not been 1 line, 2 lines doing it, defensemen. It's all 20 guys in the lineup, and just it's a style of play. We're simple, forechecking, efficient. Defensively, we all find our checks. We're trying to make it easy for Drew to see pucks, take away his second, third opportunities for them, and so far we've done a pretty good job of that. Even you might see shot totals might look whatever they may be, but it's like Drew's seeing his pucks, he's feeling confident. We're being smart with our shot selection. We're possessing it, controlling the game in that regard, and continue to keep our pedal down and take it to them early here tomorrow.
Lastly, what have you guys been doing so well? Not to reveal any secrets, but it seems like in the neutral zone you've really tightened things up and started to frustrate them with their entries. How much has that factored into these 2 wins?
It's huge. I think, we talked about getting through the neutral zone is, one of the big keys to winning, especially in playoffs. Doesn't always lead to goals, but it leads to time in the offensive zone. And, we've had great gaps from our defensemen. We're back pressuring very hard. Sticks are on pucks. We're forcing them into dumping pucks in that maybe they don't want to dump, or, just even coughing pucks up. And then instead of us doing the same thing as them, we're putting it in. We're getting on the forecheck. We're being smart with the puck. And, over the course of 60 minutes, it's, like I said, it's frustrating to play against. And that's when you see them starting to, try and pull us into some after the whistle stuff, fights, things like that. And, we just got to continue to play that way and frustrate them.
Talk about the things that you guys are doing right as well, but just how much at this point in the year is it just going out and having fun playing the game that you guys have always played?
Well, that's the other half of it, I think. Like, guys are, obviously dialed in with the habits and the, details of our game, but then you go out there and you play free, loose, excited to be out there with each other. This is one of the first teams I've been on where it genuinely feels like every guy is excited to be here and wants to go on a deep run. And
okay, you got a hat trick. Okay.
But it's awesome in the locker room. Guys are doing stuff on off days. Guys are all hanging out. Like, it's just fun when everyone's excited to be here, and that should lead to hopefully continued good play.
One more from me. Sini said before the Chicago series, this team is built for the playoffs. Do these first 4 games so far just kind of reinforce that in your minds?
100%. I don't know. I don't know how anyone would be in that locker room right now and not think that. Probably the most complete games we've played of the season have come in this last little stretch, and you just we got guys buying in, sticking to the game plan, and not trying to overcomplicate things. It's one of the things we're a great skating team. Guys need to continue to use that and just be relentless on it, and it's frustrating to play against.
Savvy, at this point in the year, obviously you guys are a talented group. You guys have been winning games, but just how much of it is going out and having fun out there playing the game that you guys have played?
Yeah, I think it's the whole year we kind of played, a lot of guys were injured and kind of separate times. We haven't really played with a full team, and I think since the start of the playoffs where everyone's ready to go, everyone's playing their roles, and we're just having fun out there, and we win games, so that's what we got to keep doing.
It's no surprise that you're probably one of the most fun guys in the locker room here. Just how easy is that, especially when the guys are rolling, to bring that energy, to bring that fun to this locker room every day?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think there's a lot of guys on our team that are energy guys. There's some old guys, even like Jerry Mayhew is a bit older, but he's one of the funniest guys I've ever met. So it's great that everyone's kind of loving each other here, and we're on a roll here, so we got to keep going.
This is your first Calder Cup playoff experience. Is it different than you expected, and anything kind of jump out at you, or is this pretty much what you had expected all along?
Yeah, I think it's business as usual kind of playoffs. It's kind of a different game. You can't really make mistakes. You got to be hard, and I think with our old guys that have been through a lot, they've been through those playoffs, and they helped us young guys to kind of get ready for it, and I think we're right on.
What are you guys expecting from Milwaukee tomorrow, effort-wise, with them, in a hole right now and needing a win?
Yeah, I think they're gonna be ready to go as soon as the puck drops. I think it's a big game for them. Series far from being over. It's a best out of 5. Anything they can, you know what I mean? It's far from being over, so we gotta press the gas and try to score some goals early to break that momentum.
How much of that goal that you scored on Saturday is textbook what you can bring to the ice? Obviously the speed, but also it felt like the timing of it. They were starting to build a little bit of momentum, and that sucked a lot of energy out of that building.
Yeah, I think that's what we got to do, just kind of break momentum. I think playoffs, a lot of momentum. You see, we were down 2-0 their first game, and we came back up with momentum. So I think that's what as soon as they have a little momentum, we got to break that. So I think it was great last game that I was able to score that one.
We just talked to Joey, who's mentioning that he's really proud of the kind of poise that you guys are showing in getting in the fight, getting engaged, but not going over that line that maybe Milwaukee wants you to do. How do you toe that line, especially when things are so important here in the postseason?
Yeah, it's kind of tough. It's an emotional game. Obviously, these playoffs are a big deal, but I think it's just kind of staying together, looking to your right, to your left, your teammates, seeing if I take this penalty, it might not help him. So I think we're just trying to stay as a team and fight as a team.